Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to Future Unwrapped, Redesigning a World Without Waste. Before we begin, I acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, the Gadigal people of the Euro Nation. I pay my respects to elders, past, present, and emerging, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today. It is an honor to gather today with leaders, innovators, and changemakers committed to building a sustainable tomorrow. My name is Leena Kumar, and I'm delighted to open this global conversation on behalf of WICCI Southern Australia. I'm a corporate professional, nationally recognized nutritionist, accredited by the Nutrition Council of Australia, and the founder of Satvia Nutrition. My website is www.satvianutrition.com. I've been working with clients since 2017, mainly supporting women over 35 who are trying to balance their health alongside demanding careers, families, and everyday life. Over the years, one pattern I keep seeing is this. So many capable, driven women are quietly struggling with low energy, hormonal weight gain, bloating, and burnout, and they just push through it. What this really means is that they're not able to show up as their best, not in their careers, not in their leadership, and not for themselves. That's where I feel I can contribute meaningfully to WICCI. My work is focused on helping women understand their body better and build sustainable systems around nutrition so they can feel more energized, confident, and in control without extreme diets or unrealistic routines. I contribute by bringing conversations around women's health, energy, and performance into the space. Hosting practical, easy to follow workshops on gut health, metabolism, and hormonal balance. Supporting initiatives that help women not just grow professionally, but also feel strong and well in their own bodies. I truly resonate with the vision of building a supportive, collaborative network for women, and I would be honored to play even a small role in shaping this Sydney chapter. Today's event brings together brilliant minds from across continents, all united by one purpose: to reimagine a world where waste is not an inevitability, but a solvable challenge. Before we move ahead, let me take a moment to share a quick gist of today's topic. This webinar brings together a powerful voice from science, sustainability, education, creativity, and community leadership, all united by one purpose: to empower, to educate, and to inspire transformation. Today's theme is about understanding how individual expertise, whether in plant health, environmental conversation, cultural education, entrepreneurship, or life skills, contributes to building stronger, more conscious communities. Each speaker brings a unique lens, but together they form one message: change begins with awareness and grows through action. It is now my privilege to invite a woman whose leadership continues to inspire us across borders. Ms. Shirin Lakhani, Joint Secretary of WICCI NRI Council and President of WICCI Southern Australia and Australian Chair G100, where she leads initiatives that empower women across borders through mentorship, community building, and economic upliftment. A former model turned multi-industry business founder, Shirin has built a reputation for resilience, authenticity, and purpose-driven leadership. Her best-selling book, She Grows Stronger, has inspired readers in more than 7 countries, reflecting her journey of courage, migration, motherhood, and rebuilding life with dignity after the adversity. Shirin is known for her ability to connect people, create opportunities, and champion women's voices on global platforms. Her work continues to uplift communities, strengthen cross-cultural collaboration, and inspire women to rise, confidence, and self-belief. Shirin, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Lena, for such a great introduction. I would start with saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my listeners, my audience, my dignitaries around me, and all the leaders, past, present, future, and everyone who's been all along my side every day of my life. So it's a truly honor to stand before you today at the Future Unwrapped, redesigning a world without waste. As we gather across continents, we are united by one shared belief that the future of our plants depend on the choices we make today. The idea of a world without waste may sound ambitious, but ambition is exactly what humanity needs right now. Sustainability is not just about recycling or reducing consumption, it's about rethinking systems, redesigning habits, and redesigning mindsets. It's about shifting from convenience to consciousness, from short term comfort to long term responsibility. So today's event is a reminder to every individual, organization, every community which has a role to play. And that is exactly where WICCI comes in. So WICCI NRI Council represents global sisterhood of Indian women living across the world. Our mission is to continue to empower, connect, and elevate women beyond borders, creating a network where ideas, opportunities, and leadership flow freely. What we do over here as women in collaboration, we try and strengthen India's global presence through women led initiatives, build bridges between cultures, countries, and communities, support women in entrepreneurship, leadership, and social impact. We create platforms where women's voices shape policy, innovation, and progress. Our vision is simple yet powerful, a world where every woman, no matter where she lives, has the support, confidence, and community to rise. As the president of WICCI Southern Australia, I'm proud to lead a council that reflects the diversity, resilience, and brilliance of women in this region. Our mission in Southern Australia is to build a strong ecosystem for migrant women, create opportunities for professional growth and leadership, celebrate cultural identity while fostering global collaboration, support women through mentorship, community engagement, and skill development. Our vision is to create a thriving, inclusive, and empowered community where women lift one another and contribute meaningfully to society, economically, socially, and environmentally. We believe that women, when led, communities transform. When women collaborate, nation progress. And when women unite for sustainability, the world heals. So, as we begin today's conversation, let us remember that change does not start with governments or corporations. It starts with us, with our choices, with our awareness, and our willingness to take responsibility. So, together, through platforms like G100 and Wiki, we can inspire a movement that goes beyond discussion, beyond action, and let's do it as an action. A movement that redesigns not just a world without waste, but a world full of purpose, a world with compassion and conscious leadership. I am really thankful for every one of you being here with me and accepting my invitation at a very short notice. And I'm glad I can meet you all today on this platform. So, without any further delay, I want to welcome a woman who has been my support system, a woman who has been like an elder sister, a woman who has basically taught me everything and how to basically enrich myself or uplift myself, I should say. So, without any delay, I would like to introduce you all to our dignitary, Ms. Achila Bhupendra, Vice President of WICCI NRI Council, Vice President of WICCI NRI Council Mission Director at Global Shakti Forum, and the Chairperson of Sustainable Future Foundation. Achila ji is a distinguished environmental advisor with extensive global experience across Europe, Asia, Central Asia, and the UAE. Her work reflects a deep commitment to sustainability, cultural preservation, and women empowerment. Through her leadership and vision, she continues to inspire meaningful changes across communities. Achila ji, we would be truly honored to now invite you to share a few words with us. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Renji, for so generous and warm introduction. It's an absolute privilege to join this incredible global gathering today for future Unwrapped, redesigning a world without waste. While this beautiful initiative is being led by our fantastic WICCI Southern Australia team, I am particularly glad to see the vibrant, powerful new energy brought in by new Southern Australia executive members. It is heartening to see our council growing with such a dedication and with a talented women and lots of love. I wanted to connect with all of you today by bringing together the distinct lenses that are incredibly close to my heart. My role as chairperson of Sustainable Future Foundation (SFF), my position as national vice president of WICCI NRI Council, and my day-to-day professional work as a sustainability advisor. When we look at the theme Future Unwrapped, we are being called to do something which is truly radical. We are being challenged to look past the superficial packaging of modern life and strip away the single use mindset and cultural convenience that have compromised our planet for too long. But as a sustainability advisor, I often emphasize that true ecological balance cannot be achieved by green technology or by better recycling bins alone. True sustainability is about cultivating a mindset of mindful consumption. We live in a world that constantly tells us to buy more and more and more and discard easily. But the ultimate power of environmental plan actually lies in very simple grassroots choice, the power of no thanks. It is the conscious decision we buy less, to refuse the unnecessary, and to live with the deep intention. The profound wisdom is the very core of our Bharatiya Sanskriti. For thousands of years, our ancient ecos and ancient scriptures have taught us that we do not own this earth. We are merely its caretaker. Our heritage teaches us to accept only what is necessary for our survival and to consume with a spirit of gratitude and intentional refusal without greed and without exploiting what belongs to the future generation. This is a timeless Indian blueprint for a sustainable zero lifestyle. As a part of global Indian diaspora, the mindset isn't new to us. We already know. We carry a rich heritage of conscious living, mindfulness, and resourcefulness in our DNA. Our culture anchored in the grand vision of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. You all must be knowing it very well. I don't have to tell. The world is one family. And when we look at the environment through the lens of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we realize that family doesn't exploit its home. A family protect. Our responsibility extends beyond the local neighborhoods to the entire living planet. When NRI women who anchor both family values and professional excellence across border, you all are example. We unite behind this vision. We don't just spark a conversation, we drive the global change. Today's session brings together a beautiful high impact synergy of science, entrepreneurship, life skill, and cultural education. I'm eagerly looking forward to listen to the wonderful speakers today. Dr. Tanima, I think she's about to join. Dr. Nancy was already joined. Dhara ji, Sofia ji, and all the new faces I've seen. With that, I'm delighted to pass the stage back to the Shireen ji. All the best, Shireen ji.
Thank you so much, Achalaji, and hats off to what you do and your training. I would say everything you have taught me is what I'm today. So thank you once again, and let's keep moving. I would not forget, before I move forward, I would like to introduce our president, WICCI NRI Council, Dr. Anar Mehta. Apparently, she is not available today, but our heart goes off to her and we really miss her. So, Anarji, hope you're hearing us from somewhere, and we really want you to be in the next webinar for sure. We really miss you. So, please come back. Can't wait to see you again. So let's hear something more about Dr. Anar Mehta. As I said, she's the president of WICCI NRI Council. She's a visionary leader who works in women empowerment and global community building. And she's created lot many impacts across borders. And basically, she's a respectable global advocate for women. She bridges a builder across nations and leaders whose initiatives continue to uplift and inspire. Her leadership, her commitment to women's upliftment, and her dedication to global collaboration makes her a true force for a positive change. So, Anarji, we are all waiting for you. Please come back. Let's keep going ahead. And I am just uh, about to. We looks like we still have a bit of. Okay, we've got Ritika back on. I was actually waiting for her to come back on. So good. We've got her back. So it's now my pleasure to introduce you all to a dynamic leader who represents the spirit, the strength, and vision of WICCI Southern Australia, my crime partner, my vice president of WICCI Southern. So she's also well known for her dedication to community upliftment and her women leadership cross culture collaborations. So Ritika brings in clarity, commitment, and a powerful sense of purpose to every initiative she leads. Her work continues to strengthen our council, empower women across regions, and build meaningful connections within our global network. So without any further delay, let me welcome Ritika to the stage. Ritika, the stage is all yours.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Shireen. Thank you so much for my introduction. It is a privilege to be here today as we come together for future that is wrapped, redesigning a world without waste. This theme is not just timely, it is essential. We are living in a world where convenience has overtaken consciousness, and today's conversation is a reminder that we must reverse that a trend. When we talk about a world without waste, we are not only talking about plastic pollution or landfills. We are talking about mindset, waste resource, talent waste, and opportunity waste. As women, as leaders, and as global citizens, we play a powerful role in shaping this shift. Every sustainable habit we adapt, every conversation we initiate, and every innovation we initiate a very supportive becomes a ripple that moves the world forward. Events like today show us that the solutions don't come from one sector or one country. They come from collaboration, from science, entrepreneurship, education, creativity, and commonly action coming together with our shared purpose. At WICCI Southern Australia, we believe deeply in this collaboration spirit. Our council is built on the idea that when women unite, they don't just create change, they accelerate it. We work to empower migrant women, strengthen leadership, pathways, and build platforms where voices can raise and ideas can grow. Let us take inspiration from every story, every insight, and every perspective shared today. Let us commit to small, consistent actions that led to big, lasting impact. And let us remember that the future we want will be shaped by the choice we make it right now. Thank you all for being here, for caring, and for contributing to a world that is not only cleaner, but wiser, kinder, and more responsible. As we move forward into the heart of our program, it is my pleasure to welcome the next leader. Yes, the leader who will be guiding us through all the speaker sessions, Miss Rashmi Chauhan. Yes, Miss Rashmi Chauhan is a valued council member of WICCI Sydney Chamber, and a highly respected finance broker at Premium Select Finance, with extensive experience in case management and community focused financial support. Rashmi is known for her strategic results driven approach to personalized financial solutions. She has helped countless families and individuals to navigate the complexities of mortgage and finance with confidence and clarity. Her passion lies in making financial services accessible, empowering, and supportive for all the Australians. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Rashmi Chauhan, a leader who brings both expertise and heart to everything she does. Welcome, Ms. Rashmi Chauhan.
Thank you so much, Ritika, for that wonderful message and for setting the perfect tone for our special for our speaker sessions. So it is my honor to take the show forward. Our first speaker this evening is a woman whose work has touched thousands of lives across India and beyond. Dr. Nancy Juneja is a visionary educator, entrepreneur, and mentor who has dedicated her career to empowering individuals through life skills, leadership development, and transformative learning. She's the founder of Rev Up Life Skills, co-founder of MentorX, and CEO of LUCR 8 ventures, where she continues to build platforms that nurture talent, confidence, and purpose. Dr. Nancy also serves as the principal of Shanti Gyan Vidyapeeth School, and her commitment to education has earned her recognition across multiple nation and international forums. Her influence extends into policy and nation building as a mentor of change with NITI Ayog and a mentor for the Women Entrepreneurship Program, WEP, under the Government of India, and a mentor with the Ministry of Education. She also contributes globally as the chief advisor to the United Nations Harmony Development Center and as a managing director of Quantias Gravitas UAE. Dr. Nancy is also known for her clarity, compassion, and her unwavering belief that empowered individuals create empowered societies. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Nancy Juneja.
It's wonderful to know about Dr. Nancy, I think, but she's facing some technical issue. Dr. Nancy, can you hear us? Okay, so Rashmiji, can we just call the next speakers?
Sure.
If Sofia ji is here or Dhara ji is here, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Happy to do that. Thank you. So we now move forward to our second speaker of the evening, a remarkable professional whose work sits at the intersection of science, sustainability, and environmental protection. Ms. Sofia Vegdani is an accomplished plant pathologist, plant nematologist, and a microbiologist with a strong foundation in the environmental and plant health sciences. She holds a master's degree in environmental management and is deeply passionate about the connection between environmental sustainability, biosecurity, and a plant health. Sophia also works extensively in plant diagnostic, specializing in the identification of plant pathogens and plant parasitic nematodes, critical work that supports sustainable agriculture and protect ecosystems. Her contributions strengthen biosecurity practices and help safeguard long-term environmental and food security. She is committed to advancing diagnostic technologies, plant disease research, and environmentally responsible solutions that benefit both agriculture and the planet. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Sofia Vegdani to share her insights with us.
Sophia, can you hear us? We are unable to see you.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you now,
Yes,
Shirin.
yes, we
I
can
don't
hear
know
you.
what was wrong with it. I had to log out and log back in. Can you all
No,
hear me?
yeah,
Yes.
it's perfect, perfect. We are waiting to hear you. Yeah,
Yeah, all
I'm
good?
waiting to hear
all
you.
good, all good, perfect. Yeah, please
Yeah, all
start.
right. I don't know what has happened so far. So is it my turn now to speak?
Not a problem.
Sophia.
We're
Yes,
all
we
ready
welcome
to
you on
hear
the
you.
stage. Yeah.
You're on the
Yeah.
stage.
Is it okay on stage? Is it my turn?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, all right. Evening, everybody. It is a great honor to be here today as we come together to recognize World Environment Day 2026 and reflect on this year's global theme, ending plastic pollution. A little bit about myself. My name is Sofia Vegdani. I hold a master's degree in environmental management, and I currently work in plant diagnostics as a plant pathologist, microbiologist, and plant nematologist. Alongside plant health diagnostics, our work also involves environmental testing, where we closely examine the relationship between environmental quality, soil health, water systems, and biological life. Working in this field has shown me that the environment is far more delicate and interconnected than many of us realize. What enters our environment never truly disappears. It moves through our ecosystems, through soil, water, plants, animals, and eventually back to us. When people think about plastic pollution, they often imagine littered beaches and floating waste in oceans. While those images are powerful, plastic pollution is also becoming an invisible environmental issue. Tiny particles called microplastics are now being found in agricultural soils, waterways, food systems, and natural ecosystems across the world. As someone working closely with soil and environmental samples, this is deeply concerning. Healthy environments depend on balance. Soil contains complex microbial communities that support plant growth and biodiversity. Water systems sustain ecosystems and agriculture. However, plastic contamination can interfere with these natural processes and place additional pressure on already vulnerable environments. This year's theme, Ending Plastic Pollution, is therefore not only about waste management, it is about protecting environmental health, protecting our biodiversity, and protecting the future of our communities. Environmental testing teaches us an important lesson. The condition of our environment reflects the condition of our society. If our rivers are polluted, our ecosystems suffer. If our soil becomes contaminated, agriculture is affected. And if pollution continues unchecked, future generations will inherit environment problems that become increasingly difficult to reverse. But despite these challenges, there is also hope. Across the world, people are becoming more environmentally conscious than ever before. Communities are reducing single use plastics, industries are exploring sustainable alternatives, researchers are studying environmental impacts more closely, and younger generations are leading conversations around sustainability and climate responsibly. Real change begins with awareness, but it grows through action. Simple choices made every day can collectively create a major impact. Carrying reusable bags and bottles, reducing unnecessary plastic use, recycling responsibly, supporting sustainable businesses, and encouraging environmental educations in schools and communities. In science and environmental work, we often speak about sustainability, meeting the needs of the present without compromising the future. The principle should guide all of us, not in laboratories or workplaces, but in our everyday lives. Our planet does not need a handful of people doing sustainability perfectly. It just needs millions of people making conscious choices consistently. As we celebrate World Environmental Day today, let us remember that protecting the environment is not someone else's responsibility, it belongs to all of us. Because every action matters, every choice matters, and every effort towards reducing plastic pollution matters. Together, we can move towards a future with cleaner oceans, healthier soils, safer ecosystems, and stronger environmental responsibility. A future where sustainability is just not discussed but practiced. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sophia. That was really great. I'll pass it on to Shefali ji for a few remarks on the same.
Thank you, Shireen ji. Sophia ji, first of all, really great and wonderful. Of course, I believe that everyone over here is mindful for the planet Earth because there's no second option, as you rightly said, that one person or few handful of people cannot save the planet. It's everyone equal responsibility because planet is for everyone. We do have only one planet, no other option for us to live in. So yes, and I was quite you can say quite mindful also when you were giving the knowledge about, we everyone knows that there is a reuse, or we have to reuse the bags, we should reuse the water bottles, we should provide the environmental education. But somewhere down the line at our home, we sometimes take it lightly. Even though, including me, I can say, we somehow takes it very lightly. We're getting late for the school. Okay, go and take the plastic bottle, just the non-reusable bottle, go ahead. Right? For our kids also, we'll say, okay, if there's a new term, you can take the new bag, reuse that bag. Why can't it be reused? Because even though these days clothes are also made up of polyester, many of the clothes are made up of polyester. So polyester is also microplastics when we are washing it, so sometimes it's like daily washing. So yes, and when you had mentioned that soil, ecosystem, environmental pollution check, these are all really important. And this particular point, I think so many people are not aware that how vast in the governments, the different government are working to safeguard our planet Earth. So really, again, I'll just say thanks to you for making this awareness and creating this awareness by your words, that there's no second option of planet Earth. We should save our planet Earth by 3 R's: reuse, recycle, and again, we also have to, very, very small thing, reuse of bags and bottles. That's the very small thing we can start with at our home. And also, one thing I wanted to add, what I do, that peels what we throw, like the wet waste, the dry waste, let's keep it separate so it can be recyclable properly. Thank you, Sophia ji. Thanks a lot. What is Shireen ji?
Thank you so much, Shefali. Looks like we have a bit of a technical issue with Sophia ji. She's just dropped out. But I'll pass it on to Rashmi to continue with Dhara ji, as I think Nancy ji still has a bit of a problem on her end, and she'll be our last speaker for today. So we'll keep the flow going.
Yeah. Thank you, Shirin. Thank you for all those insights. So now we move forward to our next speaker, a woman whose work beautifully blends nature, awareness, and purposeful living. So our third speaker, Ms. Dhara Thakkar, is a passionate green entrepreneur, butterfly conversationist, and the founder of Natural Jewels. She's deeply committed to ecological awareness, sustainable living, and inspiring communities to reconnect with nature. Through her initiative, Natural Jewels, Dhara leads impactful awareness programs, community engagement activities, and environmental educational sessions that encourage people to live a harmony with the natural world. Her work in butterfly conservation is especially noteworthy as she advocates for protecting delicate ecosystems and promoting biodiversity. Beyond environmental advocacy, Dhara is also a life transformation coach, empowering individuals to lead purposeful, eco conscious, and balanced lives. Her mission is rooted in creating positive change, both within people and within the planet. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Dhara Thakkar to share her inspiring journey and insights with us. Welcome, Dhara.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for a beautiful introduction, Rashmi ji. And I want to thank the whole team, Sareen ji and the whole WICCI team, for having me here or making me the part of this beautiful initiative today. और जैसे कहा ये वर्ल्ड, मैंने शिरीन जी को पूछा इसमें करना क्या है तो बोले ये वर्ल्ड एनवायरनमेंट डे के ऊपर है, आपको उस पर बात करनी है. तो मैंने बोला ठीक है. तो मेरे हिसाब से हर दिन वर्ल्ड एनवायरनमेंट डे होना चाहिए, स्पेसिफिक 5 जून को नहीं, हर दिन होना चाहिए. और मैं थोड़ा सा अपने बारे में बताना चाहूँगी कि मैं करती क्या हूँ और चाहती क्या हूँ. राइट. सो मेरा नाम धारा ठक्कर, मैं बेसिकली बॉर्न एंड ब्रॉट अप इन मुंबई और अभी फिलहाल मैं झारखंड रह रही हूँ. सो अभी मैं झारखंड से लाइव हूँ. और मेरा प्यार, आई एम पैशनेट अबाउट नेचर. मुझे प्रकृति से प्रेम है. और ये जो दीवानगी थी वो अपना खाना उगाने से शुरू हुई और छोटे से किचन गार्डन से शुरू हुई. फिर वो दीवानगी एक कदम आगे बढ़कर तितलियों तक पहुंची और फिर वो दीवानगी छाई. सो आई एम पैशनेट अबाउट बटरफ्लाईज. सो बटरफ्लाई कंजर्वेशन पे काम करती हूँ और नेटिव ट्रीज पे काम करती हूँ और सीड्स पे काम करती हूँ. और ये प्यार लोगों तक पहुंचाने की कोशिश करती हूँ तितलियों का, कि सुंदर तो लगती है बट उसके बारे में ज्यादा जानकारी नहीं है लोगों को। सो आप इसको कैसे बचा सकते हैं और ये एनवायरनमेंट में क्या रोल प्ले करती हैं। दे आर बायो इंडिकेटर्स। आप एक तितली को देख के बता सकते हैं कि यहाँ की हवा, पानी, मिट्टी की क्वालिटी क्या है, यानी ये कितनी अहमियत रखती हैं तितलियां, कि आप एक तितली को देख के बता सकते हैं। क्योंकि हर तितली का पूरा लाइफ साइकिल आप देखेंगे तो एक विशिष्ट पौधों पे आधारित होता है, जैसे कहते हैं होस्ट एंड नेक्टर प्लांट्स। सो उनके स्पेसिफिक प्लांट्स होते हैं, तो उसी पे वो अंडा देती है। और अभी मैं भारत में हूँ और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि पूरे देश भर से, पूरे विश्व भर से महिलाएं जुड़ी हुई हैं। सो हर देश का आपका जो है वहाँ की क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस अलग होती है, उस हिसाब से वहाँ की वो फूल, पत्तियां, पौधे, वृक्ष, वनस्पतियां होती है। तो उस हिसाब से आप भारत में देखेंगे, मैंने अभी मेनली फोकस भारत पे किया है, बट शुरुआत की है सिंगापुर, कनाडा, टोरंटो, वहाँ की तितलियों पे भी काम करना शुरू किया है। बट भारत में अभी तक मैंने काम किया इतने पिछले 10-12 सालों से। तो हर आप देखेंगे इंडिया के हर स्टेट का क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन अलग है, तो वहाँ की वनस्पतियां अलग है, इसलिए वहाँ का जो पौधे हैं वो अलग है। तो इसलिए हर स्टेट की तितलियां आप में विविधता पाएंगे। उसके आधार पर आप बता सकते हैं कि अगर ये तितली यहाँ है तो यहाँ ये पौधा उगा होगा, और ये पौधा उगा होगा तो वहाँ की हवा, पानी, मिट्टी उसके लिए उपयोगी होगी, तभी वो उगा होगा, राइट। इसलिए वो तितली आज वो पूरा जीवन चक्र पूरा करके आज वो दिखाई दे रही है। सो दे आर कंसिडर एज अ बायो इंडिकेटर। तो तितलियों का मैं प्यार फैलाती हूँ अपना। आप कैसे गार्डन बना सकते हैं उसके बारे में ट्रेनिंग करती हूँ। पार्क्स, गवर्नमेंट पार्क्स हो गया, वो सारे भी डिजाइन हम अब करना है। मेरा वो पैशन था, वो प्रोफेशन में बदल गया। सो वो मैं करती हूँ। और इसको काम करते वक्त मुझे ये बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आ गया कि अगर आप तितलियां बचाना चाहते हैं तो आपको पेड़ बचाना बहुत जरूरी है। इस जर्नी के दौरान मुझे ये समझ में आ गया था और उस पे फिर मैंने काम किया। और ये जो नेचुरल ज्वेल्स मेरी कंपनी का नाम है, मतलब नेचुरल ज्वेल्स indicates butterflies, nature's jewels, right? That's why I named it as a natural jewels. और हम बीजों से ज्वेलरी भी बनाते हैं। जो सीड्स होते हैं, हर पेड़ के विशिष्ट बीज होते हैं, उससे हम ज्वेलरी भी बनाते हैं टू क्रिएट अवेयरनेस। कि ऐसे बोलेंगे तो उतना महत्व नहीं देंगे, बट वो हम थोड़ा सा फ्लॉन्ट करते हैं ज्वेलरी के रूप में, तो थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट लेती है महिलाएं और अच्छा भी लगता है। तो उस बहाने एटलीस्ट वो सीखे, अवेयरनेस आए लोगों को। सो वो एक माध्यम हमने चुना अवेयरनेस करने का। और मुझे बहुत अच्छे से पता चला कि इसके लिए जो सस्टेनेबिलिटी है, अब तक जितने स्पीकर बोल गए सभी ने कहीं ना कहीं ये बात बोली है। अंचला जी ने बोली है, सोफिया ने बोली है, शेफाली जी ने बोली, जैसे कि हमें सस्टेनेबिलिटी पे आना ही पड़ेगा। ये एकमात्र रास्ता है हमारे पास, ये नॉन नेगोशिएबल है। आप बोल रहे कि इसका कोई विकल्प है, बिल्कुल विकल्प नहीं है। जैसे अभी कहा कि एक ही प्लैनेट है, हम इसे बांट रहे हैं और ये हमारी मलकियत नहीं है, हमारी जागीर नहीं है। हम इस पे कुछ सालों के लिए आए हैं। जैसे किराए पे आते हैं ना, कि किराए का घर कैसा होता है ना, तोड़ते फोड़ना नहीं करना होता है। नहीं तो मालिक गुस्सा करेगा कि यहाँ तोड़ना नहीं, या कील नहीं लगानी। तो हम यहाँ किराएदार हैं, जितने साल हम रह रहे हैं। सो हमें इसको बचाने की कोशिश, क्योंकि आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए हमें इसको बचा के जाना है। तो मैं हमारे इसकी वजह से फिर मैंने सस्टेनेबिलिटी की वर्कशॉप लेना शुरू किया। सो जैसे अभी शेफाली जी ने शेयर किया था, 3 आवर्स उन्होंने शेयर किए, रिसाइकिल, राइट, और वो सारा। तो उसका सबसे पहला आर आप देखेंगे रिसाइकिल नहीं है, सबसे पहला आर आप देखेंगे इट्स रिड्यूस। जो अंजला जी ने भी कहा कि हमें बहुत कॉन्शियसली सोचना होगा कि ये मेरी जरूरत है कि नहीं। तो हम सबसे पहले सिखाते हैं कि आपकी जितनी जरूरत है उतना ही आप लीजिए, कंज्यूम कीजिए। क्योंकि ये सारा कंज्यूमरिज्म के चक्कर में, देखा देखी के चक्कर में, उसकी गाड़ी बड़ी है तो मेरी बड़ी होनी चाहिए, उसकी साड़ी से मेरी साड़ी ज्यादा चमकीली होनी चाहिए। तो हम ये सिखाते हैं नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट्स बनाना सिखाते। मेरा घर अब जीरो वेस्ट है। हम बाहर के एक भी प्रोडक्ट्स नहीं लेते हैं। हम सारा कुछ घर में बनाते हैं। टूथपेस्ट से लेकर शैम्पू तक हम घर पर सारा कुछ बनाते हैं। और वेस्ट की बात हुई, जैसे ड्राई वेस्ट, वेट वेस्ट डेफिनेटली हम अलग करते हैं, और वेट वेस्ट का हम कंपोस्ट करते हैं। और यहाँ जानवर हमारे आसानी से मिल जाते हैं झारखंड में, बॉम्बे में नहीं मिलते, बट यहाँ होते हैं, गाय मिल जाती है, तो हम वेट वेस्ट उनके लिए ले लेते हैं। उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा खाना हो गया, तो हमारे लिए विन विन सिचुएशन है। तो हमारा वेट वेस्ट वहां सेटल होता है। और जो ड्राई वेस्ट है हम यहाँ अलग रखते हैं। बॉम्बे में सुविधा थी, मैं वो ड्राई वेस्ट कलेक्शन में दे देती थी, बट यहाँ झारखंड में अभी मैं हूँ फिलहाल, वो सुविधा नहीं है। फिर भी मैं अपना वेस्ट सेग्रीगेट करती हूँ, चाहे वो बंदा जाके मिक्स करे, वो अभी तक उसमें काम हो रहा है, बट मैं अपनी तरफ से उसको सेग्रीगेट करती हूँ। चाहे वो अंत में वो मिक्स कर दे, वो सिस्टम में अभी मैंने छोड़ा है, और इस पे मैं काम भी कर रही हूँ कि यहाँ कोई रिसाइकलिंग की कंपनी आए जो इसको करे, क्योंकि दूसरे सब स्टेट्स में हो रहा है। सो ये मेरी जद्दोजहद चल रही है कि झारखंड में मैं जहाँ हूँ वहां मुझे ये रिसाइकलिंग की सुविधा मिले। तो मैंने कुछ कंपनियों से बात की है, तो उस पर चर्चा जारी है। सो पहले जैसे कहा ना कि आप पहले खुद करिए, फिर दूसरों को आप सिखा सकते हैं। तो मैं बहुत ही कॉशियसली शॉपिंग, हम खाने पीने की चीजें के अलावा कुछ और खाते शॉपिंग नहीं करते जनरली। यस। और कपड़े, कॉस्मेटिक्स आप देखेंगे तो ज्यादातर मुझे जो गिफ्ट में आते हैं अब वही होता है। कॉस्मेटिक्स हम यूज नहीं करते, मेकअप यूज नहीं करते। सो अब हमारा, आप कहेंगे कि बहुत जीरो वेस्ट, बहुत लो मेंटेनेंस लाइफ है। और हम, आप देख रहे हैं, हम सिर्फ पानी से नहाते हैं, और यू कैन सी। सो आपको कुछ ज्यादा की जरूरत नहीं है। ह्यूमन नीड्स आर वेरी बेसिक। बहुत कम में बहुत हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल आप जी सकते हैं। सो हम ये अवेयरनेस करते हैं और चाहते हैं कि ये लोगों तक पहुंचे। तो ये मुझे एक माध्यम दिखाई देता है, और मैं दिल से धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगी सारी टीम का जो मुझे मंच दिया अपनी बात रखने का। सो थैंक यू सो मच, दिल से धन्यवाद सभी का। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू धरा जी। सो धरा जी, आपकी एक बात बहुत अच्छी लगी, जिसे हम हिंदी में कहेंगे सबसे सादा जीवन जीना, और इंग्लिश में कहेंगे मिनिमलिस्टिक होना। सो ये मैं कहूँगी, ये जानकर बड़ी खुशी हुई कि आप झारखंड में कंपनी से कांटेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रही है कि जो हम डेली लाइफ में जो वेस्ट निकलता है, जिसे हम वेस्ट नहीं कहेंगे, एक्चुअली में अगर हम ढंग से उसको रिसाइकिल करें तो वो वेस्ट नहीं होगा, वो खजाना है। अगर जैसे जो पील्स वगैरह होते हैं, आप तो कई जगह होता है जहाँ एनिमल्स नहीं मिलते हैं, कि नॉर्मली सोसाइटीज वगैरह में एनिमल्स नहीं होते, तो वो सब वेस्टेज है। अगर उसको ढंग से हमें प्रोसेस करना है तो हमको चाहिए रिसाइकिल कंपनीज चाहिए जो हमारी ये हेल्प कर सके, बिकॉज हर इंसान घर में बुकाशी बिन नहीं बना सकता, और जब बुकाशी बिन नहीं होगा तो हम उसे रिसाइकिल भी नहीं कर सकते प्रॉपरली। तो हमको चाहिए कि हाँ, कोई कंपनीज हो। आपने बटरफ्लाई के बारे में बहुत ही अच्छी बात बताई। ऑनेस्टली मुझे तो नहीं पता था इस बारे में। मुझे नहीं पता कि यहाँ पर जो और स्पीकर्स है, स्टीम स्पीकर्स, अगर उन्हें भी पता हो। अशला मैम भी कह रही है उन्हें नहीं पता है, तो मुझे नहीं पता था ये मेरे लिए। इनफैक्ट जब आप बता रहे थे तो मैं घर पे ही हूँ, तो मेरा बेटा आया, मैं उससे बोला बेटा बटरफ्लाई की ऐसी क्या होता है, बटरफ्लाई किस काम में आती है। आजकल तो मुझे यही पता था कि बटरफ्लाई इट्स जस्ट टू ब्यूटिफाई द नेचर, लेकिन आपने जो आज बताया इट्स अ बायो इंडिकेटर, ये एक लर्निंग है। और मैं यही कहूंगी कि हाँ, इसलिए ही लोग कहते हैं कि बटरफ्लाई सेव स्मॉलेस्ट टू स्मॉलेस्ट इंसेक्ट एक्चुअली कीप्स दैट प्रायोरिटी इन अवर एनवायरनमेंट। हम हनी बी को देखते हैं, तो हनी बी कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है पॉलिनेशन वगैरह के लिए। बटरफ्लाई जैसे आपने बोला कि प्लांटेशन के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। एनवायरनमेंट, कैसा एनवायरनमेंट होगा, कैसा प्लांटेशन होगा, ये बटरफ्लाई से लोग बता सकते हैं। पेड़ बचाना बहुत ज़रूरी है, ना कि केवल बटरफ्लाई के लिए, हमारे लिए भी पेड़ बचाना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन की सभी को ज़रूरत है, छाँव की सभी को ज़रूरत है। आज भी हम कार पार्क करते हैं तो हम सबसे पहले ये देखते हैं कि हम पेड़ के नीचे पार्क कर दें, तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है। डेफिनेटली जितना कम, जिसे कहते हैं मिनिमलिस्टिक, रिड्यूस, उतना ही कम रिसाइकिल होगा, और उतना ही रिसाइकिल कम होगा तो उतना ही कम रीयूज़ होगा। सो हमारा सबसे पहले रिड्यूस से ही स्टार्ट होगा, तभी रिसाइकिल और रीयूज़ भी कम होगा। एक चीज़ मैं बहुत हाईलाइट करना चाहूँगी, जो आपने बोला कि आप टूथपेस्ट से लेकर शैम्पू आप खुद बनाते हैं, ये चीज़ मैम प्लीज़ लेट्स मेक अ नोट, ये हमारे एक नेक्स्ट सेशन में होना चाहिए, जहां हमको धरा जी हमारे व्यूअर्स को ज़रूर सिखाएं कि ये कैसे घर पे बना सकते हैं, ताकि एक मिनिमलिस्टिक और एक जिसे कहते हैं रीयूज़ वाली चीज़ हम अपने व्यूअर्स के लिए चालू कर सकें। सो आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद धरा जी, और ओवर टू शिरीन जी।
मैं एक जोड़ना चाहूँगी, माफ़ी चाहूँगी धारा जी। पहले तो इस विषय पर आपके विचार सुन के मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि आप भारत में रहकर अपनी जड़ों से जुड़कर उसकी सेवा करिए, सही मायने में सेवा है। और दूसरी बात यह कि आपने जो बायो इंडिकेटर्स की बात करी, वो आज के ज़माने में उस पर काम करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद जी। बिल्कुल श्रीन जी, स्टेज आपका है जी।
मैं इसमें एक चीज और
हाँ जी, श्योर धरा जी, बोलिए।
इसमें शिफाली जी ने कहा कि मिनिमलिस्टिक, राइट। सो मिनिमलिस्टिक अप्रोच को बहुत से लोग नेगेटिव बोलते हैं, इतना पैसा फिर कमाते क्यों है भाई हम इतना पैसा हम कमा के फिर करेंगे क्या, जब खरीदना ही नहीं है तो फिर ये गाड़ियां नहीं खरीदेंगे, बंगले नहीं बनाएंगे, सैंडलियर नहीं लगाएंगे, तो फिर पैसे का मतलब क्या, लिपस्टिक नहीं लगाएंगे तो पैसे का मतलब क्या, कमाना क्यों है, राइट। सो मेरा अप्रोच हमेशा यही है, मिनिमलिस्टिक नहीं। वहां वो नेगेटिव बात है कि कम में जीना है, कम में जीना है, नहीं। एक टर्म है एसेंशियलिज्म। आई बिलीव इन एसेंशियलिज्म। अगर आपको वो चीज की जरूरत है, अगर मुझे भी ऐसा लगता है कि ये चीज की मुझे जरूरत है, तो डेफिनेटली आई विल हैव इट, मुझे ऐसा लगता है तब। सो इट इज नॉट अ मिनिमलिस्ट, इट इज एसेंशियलिज्म। आपकी जरूरत क्या है वो आपको डिसाइड करना होगा कि सच में मुझे 10 साड़ियों की जरूरत है, 10 लिपस्टिक की जरूरत है मुझे, हाँ 10 जूतों की जरूरत है, 10 पर्स की जरूरत है, ये हाँ आपको सोचना है, राइट। आप लाई पर्स की जरूरत है, मैं नहीं बोलती पर्स नहीं रखो, रखो भाई, बट मुझे 10 पर्स की जरूरत है, यहाँ आपको सोचना है, राइट। सो मेरा अप्रोच हमेशा एसेंशियलिज्म पर होता है। इसलिए मिनिमलिज्म, बहुत से लोग बोलते हैं बहुत कटौती में जीना है, नहीं कटौती में नहीं जीना है, आपको लाइफ भी एंजॉय करनी है, क्योंकि हम फैमिली के साथ रहते हैं। फिर वो होता है ना, हमको फिर बॉयकॉट किया जाता है, अरे नहीं ये तो ऐसे ही सोचते हैं, नहीं, अरे वी आर पार्ट ऑफ फैमिली, हम वो एंजॉय भी करें चीजें, बट वो एसेंशियलिज्म के साथ और थोड़ी अवेयरनेस के साथ कि मुझे इसकी जरूरत है सच में, यस जरूरत है तो लीजिए, यस वहां हम मना नहीं करते। यस, थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू।
नहीं, rightly said धरा जी, minimalistic means maybe definitely audience के लिए clear होना चाहिए। Minimalistic I meant to say जितनी जरूरत है, मतलब wants and needs में, wants भी हमें पूरी करनी जरूरी है, किसी को घूमने जाना है तो घूमने भी जाना चाहिए, लेकिन हाँ when it comes to the environment there should be mindfulness कि जैसे आपने बोला कि हम किराएदार हैं यहाँ पर, तो we are tenant, तो टेनेंट की तरह रहे और उतना ही हम लें जितना जरूरी है एनवायरनमेंट से। और हमें ये भी सोचना चाहिए कि जो एनवायरनमेंट से हम ले रहे हैं वो एनवायरनमेंट को हम उसी रूप में वापस करने की सक्षम हो, तब तो हम ज्यादा लें, नहीं है तो जितनी जरूरत है उतना लेना चाहिए। थैंक यू।
Rashmi, I would say Nancy ji still has some technical difficulties. We'll go over to Tanima ji now.
Yeah.
Rashmi ji, please unmute yourself.
I'm so sorry. Didn't realize that. Thank you so much, Shirin and Shefali ji, for your thoughtful reflection. And once again, heartful gratitude to Dhara ji for sharing such valuable scientific perspectives with us. We now move forward to our next speaker, a truly multifaceted personality whose contribution spans science, education, culture, and community leadership. Dr. Tanima Banerjee is a Sydney-based scientist, educator, cultural promoter, performer, and community leader. She is the director of Bandana Cultural School, a unique multidisciplinary platform that integrates science, visual arts, performing arts, and multicultural learning for children and youth. Academically, Dr. Tanima holds a PhD with research experience in cardiovascular disease, rheumatic heart disease, RHD, asthma, and COPD. She has been associated with CSIR, Indian Institute of Chemical Biology, and has presented her research at international conferences across India, the UK, the USA, and South Korea. Her work reflects a rare blend of scientific innovations, cultural enrichment, and community education, making her a powerful voice in both scientific and multicultural spaces. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Tanima Banerjee to share her insights with us. Welcome, Dr. Tanima.
Thank you, Rashmiji. Thank you, everyone, and a warm good evening. Those who are in India and those who are here in Sydney. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank WICCI NRI and WICCI Southern for inviting me to be a speaker this evening. It is truly an honor and a very pleasure for me that I'm delighted to talk on such an interesting and timely topic, Future Unwrapped, Redesigning a World Without Waste. This is more than just a theme. It is a call to rethink the way we live, consume, and innovate. As we face growing environmental challenges, it is our collective responsibility to imagine a future where waste is not simply managed, but prevented through thoughtful design, sustainable practices, and scientific innovation. I look forward to sharing my thoughts and exchanging ideas with all of you on how, together, we can help build a cleaner, smarter, and more sustainable future. When we hear the word future, we often imagine advanced technology, smart cities, and groundbreaking inventions. But the real question is, what kind of future are we creating if it is buried under mountains of waste? Every year, millions of tons of plastic, food, paper, and electronic waste end up in landfills and oceans. Many of items we throw away, we used only a few minutes, but remain in the environment for hundreds of years. Our planet is sending us a clear message. The way we produce, use, and dispose of things must change. A world without waste does not mean world without consumption. It means designing that products and systems so that nothing is wasted instead of following the old model of take, make, and throw away. We need a new approach. As earlier some speakers have said, reduce, reuse, repair, recycle, and rethink. Imagine packaging that naturally decomposes, clothes made from recycled materials, building constructed using sustainable resources, and technology designed to be repaired rather than discarded. These are not just a dream, they are already becoming reality through science, innovation, and human creativity. Innovation plays a very crucial role in transformation. Scientists, entrepreneurs, educators, policymakers, artists, community leaders all have an important part to play. From biodegradable packaging and renewable energy to circular economy, models and sustainable product design solution already exist. What we need is the collective will to adopt them and inspire others to do the same. So as an educator myself and someone very passionate about science, sustainability and community engagement, I strongly believe that education is one of the most powerful tools for change. So when I teach children to care for the environment, I encourage curiosity, empower them to think creativity, Not just educating the students, we are actually nurturing our future innovators and making responsible citizen and environmental stewards. So making them to understand through many ways is much more beneficial. Like every year, Bandana Cultural School organize Science Week, National Science Week celebration. I would like to invite to everyone that this year also it is going to be happen during National Science Week time. The main reason of me for organizing this Science Week celebration is to educate and to create awareness. And that can be done in many ways through performing arts, made them to educate why we need to save the planet, what we need to do, how we can think in a different way. So there are a lot of things we can collaboratively we can do. And this year also, 22nd August, Bandana Cultural School is organizing the National Science Week celebration, where we are keeping an environmental section, where we are talking about more environment, and students will be talking about and spreading their messages. I just wanted to say one thing, in addition to all the speakers, because I do not want it to repeat the same thing, because earlier everybody have said very good insights about how we can keep our environment, our planet, our Mother Earth safe. What can we do, if I can say in a very sum up in a very quickly? I think a world without waste start with simple action taken every day. First, I will take it as an individual. Refuse what you don't need. Reduce unnecessarily consumption. Reuse bags, bottles, containers, clothing. Repair instead of replacing. Recycle correctly by following local recycling guidelines. Compost food scraps where possible. At home, plan meals to reduce food waste. Choose products with minimal or recyclable packaging. Donate clothes, books, and household items instead of throwing them away. Save electricity and water by using them wisely. In schools and universities, introduce waste segregation and recycling programs in educational as an important subject. Encourage science projects that focus on sustainability. Organize cleanup drives, tree planting activities. Teach children about the importance of the circular economy. In businesses, design products that are durable and repairable. Reduce packaging and move towards reusable alternatives. Minimize waste during manufacturing. Support green innovation and renewable energy. And as communities, organize repair cafes, swap events, recycling drives. Support so many local businesses that follow sustainable practices. Let's work together on community gardens and compositing initiatives. Encourage local councils to invest in better waste management. So the 7Rs of sustainability: rethink, do I really need this? Refuse, say no to unnecessary items. Reduce, consume less. Reduce, consume less. Reuse items, use again and again. Repair, fix instead of replacing. Recycle and recover. So I think the future without waste will not be created by one invention or by one government policy. It will be created by millions of people making better choices every single day. So let's take a pledge that we will think and we will spread this word across everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. That's a great one. You had eventually created complete rethinking of the hours. It's not now no longer 3 hours, it's 7 hours. And I think that everyone should note down these 7 hours uh, which you had explained so well. Rethink, refuse, reuse, reduce, recycle, repair, and recover. So while you
Recycle?
were recycle, yes, while you
And
were
then
yes, while you were mentioning these all things, I was just outlining myself that definitely when we go out for a shopping, generally we see that so lovely things around in the mall. You go, I think so. Everyone, anyone go out in the mall with a family, you will end up spending some of the amount. It's like you spend $10 or $20, whether it was really necessary. So it's like this rethink, refuse whether that ice cream was really required for my gut. No, so we have to refuse, start refusing on this. This was just an example for the viewers, just as an example. It's nothing mandatory, that it's nothing mentioned that you can't eat ice cream. Just I'm mentioning in such a way. Maybe a new dress, you can refuse to a new dress whether I do have a similar kind of dress or not. And then it leads to other things, the rethinking, because before refusing we have to implement rethinking in our mindset whether that was really required. And yes, this will not save our planet earth as well. This will also save our future generation. When you were talking that what kind of a future generation we want to make them, so this will save our future generation, and they will also follow the same, because future generation always observe us. Because what happened that if we are not so thoughtful, they will learn the same. And kids really pick up so well that what their teachers are doing, what their parents are doing, what the neighbors are doing, what the elders are doing, they will observe, and then they will pick it up from there. When you say cleaner future, when we think about future smart cities, but what kind of future actually we wanted to make? So we want to make this kind of future with this 7 R's. Truly, I support this statement. And how we say that we have to change the old model, that take, make, throw away. No, that model won't work now. I think so. After 50 years, we are realizing this, because 50 years, I was reading somewhere that 50 years before we started this model, take, make, throw away. I think so. After 50 years, we are realizing, everyone is realizing for our planet Earth, when we are seeing ozone layer, reading fancy things, ozone layer, ultraviolet rays, so much of temperature we are facing these difficulties. So yes, we have to educate ourselves first into biodegradable things. We have to educate our kids, the future generation. We have to implement the collective sustainability, collective mode of sustainability, creativity, innovative. And as you mentioned about your school, that they are creating the science exhibition, they'll be having some science exhibition. I think that many of the schools across, I'm staying in UAE, many of the schools are here also practicing the same, that there are science exhibitions, there are sustainability. And in fact, many of the schools are also teaching kids that how to preserve their environment, plantation, how they can preserve not only the environment only, how actually to preserve their things. So that's a beautiful thing. And again, these 7 R's, this is a new thinking of 7 R's. Let's implement it. Thank you, Dr. Ashla ma'am, you wanted to add something?
You already covered everything, Shefali ji, from our side, and it was lovely listening to Tanima ji. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Over to Shirin ji.
Just before we go forward, I would like to say my interaction with Tanima ji was like something on a very unique level. We actually met at the consulate and she introduced herself to me. And I said, actually, I will introduce you as what I know about you. And she's like, you've done a lot of research about me. I said, yes, I have to, because I want you as a speaker on stage telling us about this beautiful topic. And she's like, what was the first thing which you saw about me? I said, I saw the artwork which your kids had made for World Environment Day. And that's what made me think you're our first speaker, which I want on board to be speaking about this topic. So thank you, Tanima ji, for accepting the invitation and being with us. I'll now put it over to Rashmi to introduce our speaker, Dr. Nancy, back again.
Thank you, Shirin, and Shefali, for your thoughtful reflection. So our next speaker this evening is a woman whose work has touched thousands of lives across India and beyond. Dr. Nancy Juneja is a visionary educator, entrepreneur, and mentor who has dedicated her career to empowering individuals through life skills, leadership development, and transformative learning. She's the founder of Rev Up Life Skills, co-founder of MentorX, and CEO of LUCR 8 Ventures, where she continues to build platform that nurtures talent, confidence, and purpose. Dr. Nancy also serves as the principal of Shanti Gyan Vidyapeeth School, and her commitment to education has earned her recognition across multiple national and international forums. Her influence extends into policy and nation building as a mentor of change with NITI Ayog, a mentor for the Women Entrepreneurship Program, WEP, under the Government of India, and a mentor with Ministry of Education. She also contributes globally as the chief advisor to the United Nations Harmony Development Center and as a managing director of Quantias Gravitas UAE. Dr. Nancy is known for her clarity, compassion, and her unwavering belief that empowered individuals create empowered societies. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Nancy Juneja.
Greetings to everyone. Namaste from India. And I'll just say it is really wonderful to interact with such wonderful panelists. First of all, thanks to Shireen ma'am, the WICCI Council Australia, and everyone who's been associated with putting such a wonderful show today. You know, the fact that we all are here, every one of us doing so much in our fields. Everyone here is a veteran. I know some of them, even Tanima ji, I mean, we've done a concert together some years back. So, you know, with all due respect to everyone, making out time, contributing, you know, for such an important topic is so important. I mean, this is what brings and initiate the change we all require. I'll just say, you know, while I hear my profile at any podium out there, you know, it is like what made us here. It's the little wins and how it all starts upon. Trust me, it was all in formative years. What we did probably in our childhood has been a treasure, and this is what we're following. I mean, you know, our roots, our ground values, and that is what we or edu leaders, policy makers, change makers have the responsibility on us. We have the onus on us that how we can, you know, inculcate all these habits in the young generation. I've been listening to amazing insights by all the fellow panelists, and at times, whatever I could listen upon, it was like amazing thoughts out there. I must say, you know, representing schools, heading schools. I hail from the family who runs schools from almost 4 decades now in India, and then globally contributing across to colleges, associations, MentorX, startup entrepreneurs. You know, it all is about contributing to ecosystem, and it all starts with Mother Earth. Doesn't matter where we belong to, an environment. It is some topic which is close by heart. It is nothing that, you know, it is like blue ticks that, okay, let's do this today and it will be sorted. I mean, the planet that we live in, it is a gift that we have been given, and it is our duty to conserve it for the future generation. And as you know, responsible leaders out there, as our pure responsibility, what are small steps we can take out there? You know, I'll say over the years, whether being representing as a brand ambassador for SDGs, you know, in India, across the world, or United Nations, or many forums out there, I always said it all begin with baby steps. You know, I feel everything can fade away. Times change, people change. You know, many things change, but what remains the same, again, is our skills, is our talent. That doesn't fade away. So I believe from the beginning, the 3 pillars of conservation, you know, that we teach our kids to, you know, reduce, reuse, and restore. This is the essence, and we need to walk the talk. It starts from home. I'm not talking about society. I'm not talking about, again, communities, countries out there, but it starts from our homes. You know, it's always said, an educated girl empowers the nation. once a woman is empowered, once a woman is, right there, she's the one who can nurture all these habits from her biological kids to her office, to her workplace, to the communities, and it just goes on. I'll just say, the vision with which, we started this webinar, it is like a global, action. I mean, let's be the action taker at what we can do at a everywhere, irrespective of the place, demographics. I mean, while I was doing my own, helping my daughter to do holiday homework, being summer holidays currently in India, again, while they were making a simple model on conservation of environment and writing upon that, how I can have a bucket bath instead of shower, or how I can switch off the lights, or, while she was telling upon the pointers, so many of them, planting the saplings, trust me, I could see the zeal the children have. So, we all, when we work for a cause, that is where the difference lies, when we all are together upon and, inculcating them, while what we do, probably as I'll say a religious aspect, be it in my schools or my companies as Rev Up Life Skills or MentorX, or even in my society, we start drives, small drives, ban the plastic, and everyone, holding the placards, and we make sure that the younger generation is there. So, making the moment, I mean, everything, when we do it alone, we're doing it. But forums like this, what a powerful idea to have everyone on the board, to create a moment, to walk the talk, and to be the torch bearer. It's like having these rallies, probably doing some initiatives out there in the lawn, in the garden. The 3-bin rule, that is what I introduced at my primary level recently. Just to introduce them with the dry, wet, sanitary concept out there. That is what matters. It is all about bit by bit making habit. I feel you don't make choices make you. I say again, because, it's not our choice today that, okay, let's do this. I'll just normally say that I belong to a country of billions. I'm proud. But how I can change the whole India, how I can change the whole world, how I can talk big, it all starts with me, my own self, as I always said. So, while we take, this habit of inculcating of using cloth bags, using different, newspaper instead of gift paper, that is what matters. I cannot say the government will do this, or one person does, so it will not make a change. If the food is wasted, how we need to do it up, how we have to do it up. These simple things in life matters. Sometimes in the complex world today, we have forgotten the simple things. We definitely do give a keynote today here, but at times, probably the society I live in, the community I live in, I cannot raise my voice always. But probably when they observe me doing, they will do it. Whether I being the principal in my school, whether I being mother in my home, whether I am probably a resident of my society. So it's all depend upon us. So we started a 30-day rule, a very simple techniques I'll tell you. Like I told, the 3-bin rule, then 1 habit rule, we discuss in assembly, like what you can do, picking one habit to, making an effort to conserve the environment, saving the food, a 30-day rule, like while we buy new clothes or any gadgets, I tell them, you need to monitor that what you need to do with the old ones. It's not just, living a luxurious life with material things. It's about treasuring the priceless thing the Mother Earth has given us. Because we all know what is the statistics we live in, be it any country out there. So the heart feels out that how, even if we have our own transport, we actually do 2 days a week, we do carpool out here. All my teachers, more than 420 teachers of my school, they've been told that if they're bringing the private vehicles, they need to do carpool, not just the school buses and all. So, you need to maintain a proper, kind of routine, whatever gets checked, get measured. That is what we do on the regular, not just on the 2 days, which is like World Earth Day or World Environment Day. So apart from the glorious assemblies and all, we've made this community culture, that we've made these heads, and many of you must be doing that. I'm talking about something that I am practicing now. So we do at community level, do a collective action, that how we can be, make it as a culture. We follow religion, isn't it? I mean, we follow something religiously. And whenever we come in conferences, we attend as edu leaders, we always jot down points, we go back and inculcate in our students. And I feel that is what we need to learn from each other. Let's not this be just be a webinar. I mean, I request the organizers to make this group, make this forum a regular habit, to share upon, some or the other ideas probably in the group that we're introducing. And not just this, it'll be a humble idea that why not we do some of the other competitions that's add the spirit, the winning spirit out there, so that, the children, particularly the youth, will have, how we can inculcate celebrating even in the festivals like Ganesh Chaturthi. I mean, making the clay idols and shifting to green, go green initiatives. Then even, changing upon in schools like Plastic Free Friday. We do initiatives even in campus like IITs and IIMs in India, that whoever will plant the saplings, they will not just get the brownie point, they will get the point even in internships. So while I mentor all the universities and all, I make sure that they need to, be attached and be responsible of some of the SDGs out there. So, while we wear this, I don't know if it's visible out there. So this is the sustainability goals, being representing that. So trust me, we have made this for youth ambassadors. Everyone gets it who actually plants certain number of trees and, stick to them. Not just this, in all the competitions that we do worldwide, whether it is MUNs, whether it is debate, whether it is being TEDx curator, we make points that we include themes that make them think deep dive, that how we need to, focus upon the areas which matters, make the difference that matters. I'll just say, all my branches, we have solar on the roof. So, I'll just say that, we say Surya Ghar. So that gives the subsidy out there. I mean, rainwater harvesting. I am talking, from the point of view of, normal things that we've done at our workplace. We have done probably using EVs and the cars out there, even in domestically. So all of this matters a lot. Not just this, I mean, we promote events, conferences around the globe where we have initiated that please don't use your plastic bottles, carry that one steel bottle, get that printed over. That is done in schools, colleges out there. So we do like week initiatives, month initiatives. I mean, this June, what we did was like, it was kind of a nature-based activity, that why don't we go in the villages out there and do a mindset shift. Because what we can do for the people who have voices here in city or in different urban countries, we might not be able to do in villages where we see a different thing altogether. We can't conserve nature for nature. I mean, we need to conserve for clean air, water, food, climate stability. It's self-interest. It's my interest. I'm not doing for anyone else. Whatever I'm doing for giving a wonderful environment to my own children, to my family, to my future generations out there. So, I feel wherever we are, we need to ask ourselves, what are we doing? What are we contributing? So we need to have that 3-habit kind of a conservation plan. We do everything in a playway method, so that what we are doing here, right here, I mean, it gets inculcated in long run. In the children, they go and, discuss with probably on the dinner table. It becomes a family affair to discuss what more we can do. They discuss openly with their father, grandfather, that what you're doing in workplace. It should be something like discussing travel plans that we generally do within our family. So, it should not be a particular special day out there. It could be a weekly discussion that what we've done today. It might sound like talking like educationists, what we've done for the Mother Earth. But when we talk day and night, we just do it, So when we go definitely abroad or travel across, we say certain places how so beautiful. How about making your own surroundings like that? So I'll say to everyone, we're doing our bit. I mean, And the forums like this are very important. Hats off, to everyone who's done this, because we've done enough webinars out there. I mean, in related to theme of each year, but now also, making us part, that is important. We do offline thing, and something which I just remind of, hugging a tree. That is our daily concept in the, in the school. So, we have a point system. I'll just say in all the boardings here in India, wherever I'm connected, I just tell them that, okay, hug a tree. Tell them not just environment, tell them how the compassion, how the kindness can come. So, let's make them visible out there. So we actually do the greenhouse of the month. We do youth ambassador of the World Environmental Council, and there's so many things out there that I can shortly add upon. So that just goes on. I was invited by Union Territory of India, that's Ladakh, again to promote. Then I'm being the brand ambassador of Heritage India, that's like saving the Yamunas, the waters. So I was in Prayagraj, if like in India, for 10 days out there. So, but then where the real thing works? Was it just for social media? Was it just for, that particular point? It was beyond. So it was not just to tell that, okay, I'm this, and I'm doing it all. It was actually that, boss, I need to make a difference out there. So we made sure that the annual function theme also goes like this. The theme is something upon shared labor, or seeing is believing, walking the talk, so that people can, contribute. So I'll just say it is a norm for us. It is a behavior for us. It is something which is automated for us. And that is what goes. So thank you so much for giving us the chance to be here. And from the bottom of my heart, I say all support for all the initiatives at WICCI Australia and many more. We are ready, to do much with you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Nancy.
Next.
Shefali ji,
Thank you,
just
Doctor.
before you continue, I would like to, add something which I think is necessary, and what Dr. Nancy said today. If we want a greener world, we must first create a greener thinking. And if we want a cleaner ocean, we must first clean our habits. If we want a sustainable future, we must first become sustainable humans. So the earth is generous, earth is patient, but the earth is not limitless. And today, if we have to choose not fear, not guilt, but responsibility, that's the big thing which we need to do. As she said, take initiative, take responsibility. So, hats off to you, Dr. Nancy, and thank you so much for accepting my invite to be here with us today. Really appreciate.
Indeed, indeed. It is wonderful to be here, and really nice meeting everyone out there. Wishing you the best.
Over to you, Shefali ji.
Thank you, Shirinji. Rightly said. Thank you, Dr. Nancy. I may say thanks to all the speakers who are here, and in fact to Dr. Nancy as well. Thank you, Doctor. I took away one from every speaker, although I'm taking one learning lesson, and from you, I took this learning lesson, the 30-day rule of one habit. That's really incredible. And yes, I heard about 21 days, 42 days, but this 30 days, 30-day rule habit for saving the environment. Let's start practicing this. I believe that this 30-day rule habit will definitely give us time to rethink that what we are doing right and what actually we need to practice right. As we were discussing with earlier speakers, and we were going through, Dr. Nancy also said that she has been going through all this learning journey from her childhood, because it is rightly said that management journey will always begin from your childhood. Similarly, the sustainability journey will also begin from your childhood. So we have to be responsible, because planet Earth, as we were discussing throughout our seminar, is a God gift to us, and we should respect this gift. We are a tenant, so we should be responsible tenant over here. And so, of course, there was one particular thing which Dr. Nancy also mentioned. Dr. Nancy, this was very rightly said to you. You don't make choices; choices makes you. I was relating like this that we never choose our parents. Parents are chosen by God for us, right? Similarly, we choose our friends, but similarly, it's not that we choose our friends. First, friends should accept us, and similarly, we say to the environment that if we'll keep our table, no, let's see our desk only, the working desk. If we'll keep our work desk unorganized, mismanaged, and so somehow down the line we tend to our waste our time, the frustration level goes up, and it seems that yes, there is a lot of wastage because you're piling up with the papers, you're piling up with maybe the pens and which are not required, and then we are saying, oh, I don't have a pen, I don't have a paper or sufficient thing to write. So if we are organized well, we are saving that time, and time is always money, and also money help us to bring the sustainability, because money is also required for the sustainability. So time is first thing effective, I can say. Yes, complex things, we tend to forget simple things these days. We are actually working hard for the complex things, to achieve this, to achieve that. Let's start with a simple thing. Plant one plant at our home, even though balconies support that. So let's start planting at least one small tiny plant at our home. That will help us, even though indoor plants are also there. Start from there, and wherever we get a chance, let's support for the planet Earth. So thank you, Dr. Nancy, for your lovely learning to all of us. Over to Shirin ji.
I would say, great hearing everyone. And, I'm honored. I should say, I should take some credit for myself. I mean, I never do that, but today I think I should actually take credit because every one of you all, you've made my day. I mean, people listening to me all over the world will say, yes, they actually wanted speakers who actually shared their knowledge. And as Shifali ji said, yes, please make a little space in your balcony. Please start planting. So you have, I mean, I would say you just can't say no. You have to do it. And today is the day that you start. So now, with saying that, I'll pass it on back to Shifali ji to keep the show moving.
Thank you so much, Shireen ji. Before I'll move to go ahead and invite Vidhi ji, I must say thank you to all our esteemed speakers and Rashmi ji as well, from my end. And I'll move on to invite a really beautiful lady sitting here, and an educator, Miss Vidhi Sharma. She is a dedicated high school teacher in Sydney. Thank you, Vidiji, for being here. I know it's very late over here, still you are here. Her profile includes not only as a high school teacher, she's 26. She is having 26 years of experience working with students from non-English speaking backgrounds. Teaching is not just her profession; it's her passion and her purpose. Over the years, Vidhi has completed her postgraduate studies and gained experience across multiple areas of education. She is deeply committed to supporting young people, especially newcomers to Australia, helping them to find confidence, identity, and a voice in a new country. Her vision is rooted in empowerment, ensuring that every student feels seen, supported, and capable of achieving their full potential. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Vidhi Sharma, our executive member, whose dedication to education and community upliftment truly enriches our council. Before Vidhi joins, Vidhi, really 26 of years of experience. I must say that you are really working hard on students, but still you look like 26. So, well,
Thank you so much. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, thank you so much, everyone, for giving me that platform to really showcase myself. Trust me, it's not all that good. It seems to be, but trust me, yeah. But anyway, thank you so much to everyone who had been a part of this powerful and enriching webinar today. As we come to a close, I feel deeply inspired by the collective wisdom, courage, and the purpose each speaker brought to this platform. We began with Sofia Vegdani, who took us into the world of plant health, diagnostics, and environmental sustainability, showing us how even the smallest organisms shape the future of ecosystems and food security. Dhara Thakkar brought a beautiful blend of nature, conservation, and personal transformation, reminding us that the harmony with the environment begins with awareness and conscious choices. Dr. Tanima Banerjee added a rich layer of scientific depth and cultural integration, demonstrating how science, arts, and community education can come together to shape young minds and multicultural learning. And finally, Dr. Nancy Juneja, who reminded us of the importance of environment awareness and nation building through education, leadership, and mentorship. Her words set a strong foundation for the conversation that followed. Each speaker, in their own unique way, highlighted one truth that change begins with individuals who dare to think differently, act responsibly, and uplift others along the way. As an educator for over, I won't say 26, I'll just come down to 20. Today's session reaffirmed my belief that learning is a lifelong journey, whether it is a student finding their voice, a newcomer finding their place, or a community finding its purpose. Platforms like this help us grow together. I'm honored to be part of this council and look forward to contributing with sincerity, collaboration, and a shared vision of empowerment. Together, let us continue to support, inspire, and create meaningful impact, one conversation, one initiative, and one step at a time. Thank you. Over to you, Shirinji, and for a vote of thanks and official closure.
Thank you, Vidhi, and thank you to all my executive members who actually helped and took this webinar very smoothly and with no issues at all. And I would say if you were actually thinking that, this is my first time around doing this, you ladies have nailed it today. And you can go into a bigger webinar than this and be a keynote speakers. I can tell you that. Just not a host, but a keynote speaker. You all can do it. And I'm really, really proud of you all and waiting to see all of you on a very big platform on the upcoming events. So thank you so much, Vidhi, Rashmi, and Leena for helping us out throughout the event and organizing this very efficiently. Thank you. Coming back and taking the flow forward for an official closure. Before we close, I would like to show a small video which basically would take you into your childhood for some time, but I would really like all of you to see this. Achla ji, can we please have that video?
Plastic bottle on the ground, dirty mess all spread around. Ocean crying, fish feel sick. We must act and act real quick. Brains say no to plastic, yes, yes, yes. Keep our planet clean and fresh. Clap your hands and shout it loud. Make the earth feel super proud. Bring your bottle, bring your bag. Don't use plastic, that's a drag. Paper, steel, or cloth is cool. Smart kids follow eco rule. Burn, say no to plastic, yes, yes, yes. Keep our rivers clean, no mess. Happy trees and happy sea. Green and clean for you and me. Pick it up, throw in the bin. Let the cleanup fun begin. Reduce, reuse, recycle too. Earth is smiling thanks to you. Please say no to plastic, shout hooray. Save our planet every day. Little hands can make it bright. Together we can do what's right. Rhyme time, TV, sing and learn.
Thank you, everyone, for watching this very efficiently. Before we go forward, I would like to thank Rosina Amlani, educator. She's also one of our parents of Alina Amlani, who is the G100 Sydney Chair for Youth. She graciously came forward and shared this link with me. And she was like, if you can share this with your audience, that will be great. And as an educator, I would say she had all her key skills, and that's what she has shared with us today with this video. And this video actually shows us three important things: that our actions have consequences, the small changes we bring can make a big difference, and taking pride in caretaking. So, reducing, reusing, recycling are meaningful responsibilities of each and every individual. Ultimately, the video delivers a powerful message of empowerment for children. Little hands can make it bright. It reminds us that by working together and saying no to plastic, we can keep our trees, rivers, and oceans happy and healthy. So, let me finally, on the closure of this webinar today, give my sincere thanks to all our wonderful hosts once again, Leena, Rashmi, and Vidhi, for steering today's program with such grace, clarity, and warmth. Your teamwork, coordination, and energy kept the entire flow seamless. A special thank you to our dignitary, Achla ji and Bhupendra ji, who has been taking everything behind the technical stages and making me learn a new technology all over again, which I had no clue about. So thank you so much, Achla ji and Bhupendra ji, once again. A heartfelt thank you and appreciation to Rapid Nest, digital partner for our technical excellence. Unfortunately, Nikhil ji is not here, but we really appreciate his efforts in helping us out. And our deepest gratitude to Shefali ji, my organizing partner and truly my partner in crime, for standing with me throughout every detail, every plan, every challenge. Your dedication is the backbone of today's success. To all our incredible speakers, Dr. Nancy, Sofia Vegdani, Dhara ji, Dr. Tanima Banerjee, thank you for sharing your knowledge, your journey, and your passion. Each one of you added a unique layer of depth, science, creativity, and purpose to this webinar. And to our powerful and wonderful audience, thank you for your time, your engagement, and your continuous support. Your presence gives meaning to everything we do. Today's session reminded us that change is not created by one voice, but by a collective moment of thinkers, creators, educators, scientists, and dreamers. Together, we are shaping conversations that matter, conversations that lead to awareness, action, and impact. Let us carry this energy forward and continue building a world that is conscious, compassionate, and future ready. So, this is not just a goodbye from me, it is the start of what comes next. So, we meet today as learners, we leave today as change makers. So, stay inspired, stay connected. The future is ours, in our hands to shape. So, until we meet again, keep learning, keep leading, and keep lighting the way for everyone. Thank you very much. It was very great having you all once again. Thank you, audience, for hearing. Have a good night.